Good morning. Let me check. Yeah, we're good. Oh, another check. Yep. We all good. Good morning. We are in Mexico. We are at Puerto Escondido Airport. And we are going to fly to two other airports today. We'll do a touch and go in the middle airport, and we'll do a full stop landing on the last airport. And so we are in X-plane 12.1.0.4. And we are using for scenery package, I am using Total Mexico by Jetstream FS. And I'm also using X World America and Global Force version 2. And before I get going, we'll just jump over here. Graphics. So this is where my graphics are for the flight today. So pretty much the top 4 are up all the way. I have anti-aliasing turned off. What I did instead is I turned up my super sampling on the Bigscreen Beyond. It seems to work fairly well. So clouds are high. I have shadows off just for aircraft. Rendering is high, max, middle on the vegetation. We can't use zinc because I have a 4090 on the video card. Done. Resume flight. So as you can see, just the general scenery in the area is pretty populated. So so we haven't got anything running here, but this is kind of where my my VR experience is right now. So you can see my the resolution is 2980 by 2980. Native for this headset is 2560, I think, by 2560. So I'm probably 500 on each side of the display, higher than native. So so what that tends to do is any distortion and stuff, it tends to try to push the distortion on the outside of your view. It's kind of how super sampling is supposed to work. And it does seem to be true. So, trying to think. Nope, think we're all pretty good. So we'll go ahead and get the plane started. So this is our reality, it's a default Cessna 172 with the reality expansion pack. So what that means is that if I don't do things correctly, I will pay for it. So we'll turn on the battery. We'll turn on the fuel flow. Wait till things get started up. Okay. Turn on the fuel pump. Mixture full rich. Watch fuel flow. Peaks up. We're good. We'll turn that off. Need a little bit of throttle. Should start. There we go. And whoop, we're a little slow. Rep wants me to be around 1,000 right now. If I'm not at 1,000, then I got to pull the mixture back. So that all looks good. Taxi light on. Avionics on. Alrighty. Acknowledge you. Go find a flight plan. Cursor, where are we at? PS. Go down here. And click on enter. Looks like we're good. Okay, so let me go back to flight plan. Let me put some information in here. So search MMBT. MMIT. Okay. So, do we got any? Nope. That was the wrong thing to do. Yeah. So if I click on there, it'll try to find runway information. Clicking on the X is not the right approach. Alrighty, so we're here. So I don't think we have weather information, but we don't have any of the airport stuff. So how do I get back? Oh, that's it. Okay. Okie dokie. All right. Let the plane warm up just a little bit here. So I think I got the tower dialed in. Let me look. Nope. We didn't flip. There it is. Say weather.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf weather at Mike Papa Sierra is clear. Visibility is 9 miles, winds are 106 at 2 knots, cloud coverage is clear. Current QNH is 1012. Temperature 29 or dew point 24.
2988. Okay. 2988. Yeah, looks pretty good. Looks a little low, so where we're setting at may not be quite the same, but we'll say we're okay. Say active runway.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf arriving and departing runway 09er.
Doke. 09. I flew in here about 3 days ago, and there's a great big building on approach. That had me surprised. Okay. And I can't tell if we have taxiways. It looks like those are markers for the runways, so we will look at temperatures. Yeah, it all looks good. We're in the green, so we'll go taxi a little bit. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf ready to taxi.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf taxi to runway 09 via taxiways Alpha. Hold short runway 09.
Taxi to runway 09 via taxiways Alpha. Hold short runway 09 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
All right, we'll see if I can find taxiway Alpha, because I don't have a map. Well, let's see. That. Let me look for a minute. That is wrong. So. Oh, there's one. Okay, I think I found one. Or did I?
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf advise when ready for departure.
Wilco Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
I certainly don't see a taxiway. There's a taxiway Alpha, I don't see it. So we'll have to go back taxiing. We don't have to go very far. So I'll get all the way up here and I'll find a taxiway, because I don't see one. It's not obvious. There was a little bit of pavement over there, but it's not what I would call a taxiway. So is there one over there? Maybe. There's something over there. Is that an actual taxiway? I don't think so. I almost think that's the road. Let me look here. No, I don't see. I certainly don't see any taxiways. Okay, well, that's okay. All right, we'll park right here for a short term. I don't know if I've experienced that before. I couldn't put the parking brake on, and I was trying to release my brakes, and when I was doing that, I looked and I went, I'm headed, I'm headed for the water. Okay, we got, yeah, I got it. Okay, so I got my lights on. Let me get spun around here. We'll take the parking brake off right now. Do a quick spin around here. And Cessna 6 Bravo Golf ready for departure.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are 106 at 2 knots. QNH is 1012 cleared for takeoff. Runway 09.
Cleared for takeoff, 09 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Okay, there we go. 09. Like it was a little bit hazy today. So we're gonna be going pretty close to the ground, so I'm not gonna get too high today. So I don't have any mountains to climb over, so I think at the most I'll be at 2,000 feet, maybe less. But we're right on course. The runway heading was the course. So. What's our air temperature? Oh boy, 27 C. It's a little warm. Seemed like it didn't have a whole lot of power. That would make sense. So I think I'm gonna level off at 1,500. Just let it climb up out of here and take off climb, and then I'll just do altitude hold and pull power back, and we should be good to go right about now. Yeah, maybe I have to climb, get out of here. I couldn't remember. I know I'm going along the coast, but yeah, certainly looking like that might be a problem. Yep, it's gonna be. Dope. Well, let's put 2,000 into a flight level change. Nose up. Oh, come on. I keep letting my controller drop. Trying to get to 85. Finally. Probably give a little more power. Not a lot. Okay, so we gotta climb up over these mountains by the looks of it.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, have a good morning. Frequency change approved.
Somehow I inadvertently turned off the GPS. I think I went the back course. I think is what I did, so. Okay. So we shouldn't be all that long today. I think the total flight time when I checked it was like an hour and 10 minutes or something like that. So it's gonna be one of my shorter ones. So. Whoops. Yeah, that ain't looking good. What's the range tell me? Yeah. Says you're probably gonna make it through here. So we'll see. Yeah, let's go up. I'm gonna go up 500 feet. I'm gonna go 2,500. We got some airspeed to play with, so. Good morning, Iowa Scotsman. How are you this morning? Just picking my way through a few mountains. Nothing too serious. $38. When I'm in 2D, because I've turned my anti-aliasing slider to none, I get 150, 160, 170. But that's in 2D. And then when I go to VR, this is what I get. But as long as I can get a real steady 38 out of this headset, yeah, we're all good. We're all very, very good. So you can see like my GPU frame times are like, they're in the white. You know, they're kind of bouncing between the white and orange. But we're all good. We're all really good. So for me, whoops, I've been very happy with performance. So not everybody is, and but I am. So and like, so down here I'm running Total Mexico. So that's basically an ortho for XP overlays for all of Mexico. And then I'm also running X World America, and I'm running Global Forest version 2. So that's the scenery that I'm running. So okay, Global Mexico looks just awesome. Where I don't know where he found this mesh at, but the height map, the height files, this looks really nice. I mean, it's all the little contours and stuff is interesting. 20 to 25. Wow. That is crazy. I wonder why. What are you running for a GPU then? Because I'm running so an i9 13900K with a 4090. So needless to say, I mean, I'm throwing some pretty big time horsepower at this. So okay. That's amazing. There's that difference, but just a 4060. Okay, not just, but I mean, but a 4060. Okay. Huh. I do know for sure though, when I went from my my 3090, which had the same amount of RAM as my 4090, the difference was tremendous. I mean, it was really tremendous. Okay, all right. And maybe that's just it. So what resolution you give an X-Plane? Or yeah, what resolution you giving your headset in X-Plane? Because I'm giving this one 2980, so I'm giving it pretty high-end resolution. So, and I just do a balancing act between that. Okay, all right. Yeah, because I find it's a balancing act. Because originally I had been running. Let me look there. Make sure I'm good. Okay. Yeah, I'm good. So I had been running my anti-aliasing right here, and I had been running my my headset at 20, right around 2500. So what I did is I took that slider, went to none, and then took my super sampling and went up with it. And what I was trying to fix was when I look down here at these buildings, this town, do I see a shimmer? And I see none. Or if I see one, I've got to look for it. It's like maybe one building, two buildings out of 30. Nah, we're good. And so once I kind of figured that out, then I went, okay, well, I think I'm going to try running it this way for a while and see how it goes. So as you can see, when we're looking at the train map, you know, all this red here. So all these mountains are way above where the altitude I'm flying at. So I'm running at 2500. So, and I generally am kind of staying by the coast. So. Yeah, last couple of days I spent some time making videos. I made a video about electronic flight EFBs, electronic flight bags in VR, and how what the difference is between, say, the Zibo worked the best, and there was no GDF, can't remember. But it doesn't even support VR, so of course that EFB didn't work at all in VR. But even some of the planes that actually say they're supporting VR, part of it would work and part of it wouldn't. So it was kind of weird. But I figured it's kind of important to kind of document it and and just do it in VR, do it as a video. You know, so you can kind of see what, so what I was testing is the VR controllers and VR mouse cursor, and to see how they work with them. So that was a video I released 2 days ago. And then I did a video, and then I released one yesterday. And then that one was about VR windows. So in other words, like, let me bring up a window. Let me bring up VR tools. Any other ones? Yeah, that'll work. Oh, hotspots. Hotspot editor. So because I opened it with the menu system, this window started attached to my controller, and but some windows that open up immediately when you get into VR, they're attached to your headset, and they are attached very close. So about that far in front of my headset, that's where the window's gonna be. So the problem is that if you have, like say a Reverb G2, a Reverb G2 uses cameras to see the controller. And if you get probably about here with a Reverb G2, that controller won't be seen. If the bar to move or grab the window is there, not only will you not be able to see it, the controller won't be able to basically grab it. So it's kind of like, okay, so how would you resolve that? Well, how about we make the windows that are attached to the headset in that fashion further away? So in other words, instead of being about here, why don't we have them here? So if you get them far enough away, and as long as you're within an arm's reach away, you should be able to grab it. I mean, without hitting anything. I mean, you know, so, and the best idea would be to make it a data rep so that you could adjust how far away it is. So then you're allowed to choose. So I kind of posted that on the Slack channel, and we'll see if I get any response. Sometimes I post, and especially about VR stuff, and I would never say I'm ignored, but I guess I take it as there's way more important fish to fry than my little VR issues. So that's how I kind of look at it, to try to keep the right frame of mind. But what I try to do though is document what I'm finding, so that, you know, and I used to do a video and then put it on Dropbox. No, I'll put it on YouTube so it's visible to everybody, you know. So I'm not the only one that can be chiming in and going, hey, this really should be fixed. I mean, so I'm hoping I can kind of increase the numbers of people that at least part of the VR experience, if not sometimes a lot of the VR experience, is not optimal at all. So I'm kind of lucky that I use a Steam VR headset, and I can put my controllers wherever I want them. I'm not gonna, I won't lose, they won't lose track of themselves. They'll be fine. And so I'm kind of lucky in that respect. But anybody that's using like say a Quest or HP Reverb G2, and I'm sure there's more, they're using a camera system to track their the controllers. So they're all at that disadvantage. So and it shouldn't be that just certain people with certain kinds of VR headsets have an optimal experience. That should not be true. So, and also I also believe that just because you want to use the VR cursor, no, there's no reason that should not work as well. It won't work as well because this controller is three-dimensional. I can rotate. I mean, you can't do that with a mouse. You just cannot. So there will be limitations, but right now there's more limitations to it than there should be. So that's kind of my thought process on that. I find the VR mouse cursor difficult to use, but that's just a personal preference. A lot of my VR friends use the mouse. So, by the way, 13 miles away. Okay. Oh, what's the elevation? 400 feet. Okay, so 1,500 would be pattern altitude. Yep, sometimes it takes quite a bit of work. I made a change recently where I'm trying to get myself further back in the cockpit. So when I turn my head, I'm actually looking out this window. Before I was a little bit closer. The comment was I had my nose in the cockpit. So I tried to work on getting myself further back. And part of that was to increase the resolution. So that's when I basically increased the super sampling, because when I moved myself back, then this G1000 wasn't clear enough for me to be comfortable. And so that's when I decided to see if I could do some super sampling, and that worked out pretty good. Okay. 10.9 miles out. Oh, it's hazy. It's going to be fun to find this thing. But everything, let me look here to make sure. Yeah, everything's low. So, let me say weather.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf weather at Mike Bravo Tango is clear. Visibility is 8 miles, winds are calm, cloud coverage is clear. Current QNH is 1014. Temperature 31 dew.24.
Say weather.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf weather at Mike Bravo Tango is clear. Visibility is 8 miles, winds are calm, cloud coverage is clear.
Oh, okay.
Current QNH is 1014. Temperature 31 dew.24.
Say active runway.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf arriving and departing runway 07.
Get up. So 6, 7. Okay. Guess I better get this autopilot off. Whoops. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf inbound to land.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf report left downwind for runway 07.
Will report left downwind for runway 07 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
So 400 feet, huh? This looks like it'll be a bit entertaining. Just trying to get it to slow down a little bit here. Well, that looks like a runway. Let me look what I'm doing here. Okay. So, I've got to get over this way. That's going to be a fun approach. So to get to be a downwind, I've got to get over to the left here, spin around, and just trying to get it level. How about 13,000 feet, or 1,300 feet, so. But that absolutely is the runway. Excuse me. Yeah, if you have like real instruments, real hardware, then the mixed reality stuff makes all kinds of sense. But in my case, I don't. So I'm kind of going the opposite direction of that, where I am trying to. My amount of hardware is very small, and just rudder pedals and yoke, and so that's kind of how I'm going about it. But it's completely different than most people. So, and that's fine. Okay. So let me go out here a little ways, do a little teardrop, and come in to do the left downwind. I put my money down on a force feedback yoke. Kind of excited on how that's going to work out. So they will be at Flight Sim Expo, so I am really looking forward to testing that out there. So. Okay, I think I'm far enough out. Let me a little bit more like this, and then spin around. Just keep it level here. I'm at 1,500 feet, so I'm pretty good for pattern. I want it reasonably steep, but not too steep. Just want to make sure I get it turned around before that runway shows up in front of me. I'm kind of like, oops, you're not supposed to go over it, Bill. There it is. Cool. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah, that one, I mean, when you get this close, that one sticks out pretty good, so. Okay. That's my 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 07. Well, I expected better than that. Tower Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is Huat Yulko Tower on 118.0, go ahead.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind, runway 07.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf QNH is 1014, call turning final for runway 07.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf requests touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are cleared for the option runway 07.
Cleared touch and go runway 07 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Awesome. Whoops, I was a little close. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf on final.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are cleared for the option runway 07.
Cleared touch and go runway 07 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Come on, Bill, get lined up here. Well, that wasn't very good. I thought I had it slowed down enough, but I didn't. When I looked down on my airspeed, I went, oh, crap. Oh, well, we'll do better. Yeah, when you go ahead and flare and you can just feel it, it's just kind of like, oh, that ain't gonna work. So my next one is going the right way. Oh, my next one's 77 miles away, so yeah, disappointing. Come on. Okay, I gotta look something up. Sure, highlight to ATC. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf making left departure, runway 07. Tower Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is Huat Yulko Tower on 118.0, go ahead.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf making straight out departure, runway 07. Well, none of that works. When I set it up for doing a touch and go, I can't find something that I can say that will cancel that. Because the response I'm looking for is frequency change approved. But can't seemingly figure that out. And when I look at what I said, it says Cessna 6 Bravo Golf making straight out departure, runway 07. And that's exactly correct. So I'm not so sure what's going on. Seems a little bit weird. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Cancel departure clearance. Nope, nothing. That one didn't even work though. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf making left departure, runway 07. Nope. So the problem is that because when I go to my next airport, when I go to when I get close, it's going to tell me to tune to the previous frequency. So the only way out of it is to do this. Disconnect and then reconnect. And then it's generally good to go. It's a bit annoying. But I've actually asked the developer about this, and just looking at the moans. I've asked the developer about it, and he gave me some recommended phrases. I tried them, they didn't work. So I found some in the manual, those don't work. And the problem is you actually have to be kind of in that position. You can't, it's a little tough to test that on the ground. So, alrighty, next one, MMIT. That's 164. All right. Oops. Yeah, we better fix this. Yeah, that might be enough, but I'm not quite in the mood to chance it. Especially flying over mountains. Yeah, so that's a bit disappointing, you know, I mean, so. And I've looked at the, whoops, that's no good. I've looked at say intentions, and that's a little pricey. It looks kind of cool though. I mean, so it isn't like I'd completely discount it, but I'd hate to spend that kind of money and then run into similar problems. So, okay, why are we off course? Why is that doing that? I did something to mess up my did you do, Bill? Okay. Well, I'm heading old. Autopilot. So I can figure out what I did wrong here. Okay, maybe now. Somehow my little, little white airplane was like off the map. I was like, what the heck did you do, Bill? So it took me a little while. I just put on heading hold and just hold the heading for a little bit until I figure out what I did wrong. So, alrighty, we're good now. Okay. You're sitting there flying an airplane over mountains. You're kind of like, yeah, you really probably need to get this figured out. Because if my GPS quit working, I didn't really have a very good backup plan. I can see the water, so I could go for that, but what's it say? 34 minutes to the next airport. Hopefully I do a better landing I did the last one. Everything seemed pretty good though. I was kind of surprised when it did that, but since I started flying down here, I have a bit of a habit of doing that, so and it's usually I'm trying to put the airplane on the ground without making real sure that I've got the airspeed let off. So, yeah, when you do that, then you'll most times bounce. So, kind of amazing. You get up off the shore a little bit, and man, there's like nothing up here. So that's interesting. Let me look at the map. Make sure it's kind of saying the same thing. Pretty much. I don't see any little towns or nothing up here. Just see, if you look over here, there's a town over there. So that would be We're flying this way. That'd be, yep, off to the right. So that'd be over close to the shore. But up in this area, there isn't much. There's a little one up coming up. Yeah, I can see it. The little one right there. It's kind of interesting after you look at these maps for a while. You can kind of discern like what it's actually telling you. But it's not a big town. It's really small. Let's check altimeter. 2994. Need that just a little bit. Yeah, so these mountains aren't too bad. The ones I had been flying at were like 8,000, 9,000 feet, so these aren't bad at all. Like we may have some taller ones in the front there, way out. If I'm 51 miles away, more than likely I'll have to go over that mountain. Let me play with my zoom a little bit. Yeah, looks like at this elevation, if I'm gonna go over these mountains, I'm gonna have to get a little bit higher. Looks like I should have planned the route a little better. What is that? MM5 step. I should have made that there a waypoint, but I'm not good enough doing this on the fly in a G1000 to pull that off, so we'll just have to get a little bit higher. So let's go up more 500 feet. See if I get a little more power out of this thing. quite interesting topography. So you come from the coastline, it's real flat, and you look at it here, real flat. And you're not back in very off the coast very far, and it's climbing up pretty good. So those peaks over there got to be 4,500, 5,000, maybe 6. Just trying to make sure I don't get let the engine get too warm. So temperature's a little cooler than it was. It was around 27 C when we took off. It's like 22 here, so. Yeah, I could have picked this route a little better. Oh well. Have to figure out how to do that, how to add a fix to an existing flight plan when you're on the flight plan. How to actually insert a fix. MM57. Certainly nothing that looks obvious to me. Looks like this ridge in front of us will be the last one. But yeah, if I would have went from here over to I think it's MM57, and just use it as a waypoint, that probably would have been a better plan. So been finding these out in Navigraph charts, and looks like I didn't. I paid more attention to where that to going from airport to airport, not the train that I was going to have to go over to get to it. So that would have kind of curious how far that is away from the next airport. It's got to be a little ways away, maybe 10, maybe more. But I just would have been a waypoint. So, but it would have kept me down along the coast. So certainly when Iceman rebuilds all these tiles for 1. Ortho for XP 1.40, then I'll be spending much more time along the coast on the coastline. So where here it's more kind of taking a look at the mountains and stuff. So. Because we're still 28 miles away, so 15 minutes. Dope. So I wonder. Huh. Got a 5,000-foot asphalt runway. Doesn't have any radar. No tower. But 5,000-foot runway is way long enough. So. But we're over it now, so no big deal. Where should I So that other airport's got to be like over there. Could have just hand flown that. I should have done that. Say weather.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf weather at Mike India Tango is clear. Visibility is 8 miles, winds are calm, cloud coverage is clear. Current QNH is 1010. Temperature 33 dew.24.
Say active runway.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf arriving and departing runway 18.
Okay. Okay, 13 miles in front of us is the runway. Well, I don't think I can see it. So over to our right, it's Santo Domingo. Looks like on the left is Santa Maria, Mexico. Yeah, that's what it looked like. Looked like there was kind of like a peninsula. Yeah. Yeah, it certainly is. Kind of interesting. Still doing pretty good. Still doing pretty good. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf inbound to land.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf report left downwind for runway 18. Will report left downwind for runway 18 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cool. So at about 5 miles out, I probably need to get pretty close to pattern. So that'd be 1,000. We'll say 1,500. So actually, I can start right about now. Go ahead and take the autopilot off and start doing some descending. And I would say that's a runway in front of me. You can see a line going that way. That's about what they're going to look like from 7 miles out. So, alrighty. Put the mixture back in full rich. Power back a little bit. Look at something. If I turn this way, what we gonna do? Okay, that's good. Alrighty, so I'm gonna fly by that and then make a left-hand turn, and that will set me up for a downwind for runway 18. Pretty nice flight today. Other than kind of lost track of my my little white airplane on the G1000 on the multifunction panel. We're doing pretty good.
Cessna Cessna 6 Bravo Golf weather at Mike India Tango is clear. Visibility is 8 miles, winds are calm, cloud coverage is clear. Current QNH is 1010. Temperature 33 dew.24.
86. I wanted to make sure my altimeter was set correctly. So we're doing level plate thereabouts, doing about 90 knots, so everything looking pretty good. So we probably ought to descend a little bit. Evidently. I know I'm not. I'm playing. Last airport. Hopefully I won't bounce this one. I bounced the last one. I'm too high, so it's not looking good so far. Thank you so much. Alrighty. We gotta get rid of some altitude here. Pattern altitude is supposed to be about 1100. And I'm at 2000. So it descend. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind, runway 18.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf QNH is 1010, call turning final for runway 18.
Yeah, we're getting there. So 7600, got plenty of room. Turn the terrain on. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, turning final.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, winds are calm, cleared to land runway 18. Cleared to land runway 18, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf exit runway when able.
Taxiways aren't too obvious right here. It didn't really look like a taxiway, it looked like a road. I was looking for a taxi lines. I'm gonna go up this. There's no, the taxi line doesn't go to the runway. There's a taxi line there, but it doesn't go to the runway. Let's say this is a GA hangar. Hopefully it's not military, so. Yeah, we can just hang out here. Not a lot of markings here. That's okay. And there's a lot of fuel things over there. Wow. Okay, move ahead a little bit. That's good. Okay, put the parking brake on. Okay, let's turn that off. Kill that. Oh, we made it. I actually did that was a pretty fair landing. That wasn't too bad. That was a little bit long, but not bad. Not bad. Made up for the landing before, so. Alrighty, we're on our way, continuing exploring Mexico. So I was pretty happy with that flight. I thought it would be about where, yeah. So about an hour and a half. You know, it looks like it was an hour and 10, but always takes me a little longer to get there. So, alrighty, I'm gonna call it a day, and so elevation, yeah, about right. Yeah, so that looks good. If you enjoy this crazy VR content, please click on the follow button. And so if my streams are good, I take the VODs and I move them. I highlight them, so I clip off the leading part of it, and then I send them over to YouTube, and they'll show up at midnight tonight. And if the stream was bad, I will not do that. But if the stream was good, like today, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. So what it allows is for more people to kind of check out my content. So thanks to all who stopped by, and I will call it a day, and we'll be at it again. Not sure when I'm going to stream again. I got some stuff coming up pretty quick. I got doctor's appointment tomorrow. I've got a wedding coming up the beginning of June, and so we're going to drive down from Erie, Pennsylvania, down to Virginia Beach, and then from Virginia Beach we're going to be at a wedding there, and then we're going to drive down to Alabama, spend a little bit of time in Alabama, come back, and by that time it's going to be about the middle of June. And towards the end of June, I'll be going to Flight Sim Expo. So whether I can find some time to get some streams in there, I'm really not sure at this point in time, but we'll just have to see. And thanks much. It's been fun. Bye-bye. See ya. Iowa, were you going to be at Flight Sim Expo? Okay, good enough. Thank you. I'm trying to make a list of people that I have to make sure I see before I leave there.